Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subject channel. All subjects. Everything. Eventually, we get around to it. And we get to it. We're going back to the Isaiah 4:1 series on this video. And this one will be short. I promise you. I promise you. And I want to talk about Isaiah 4:1. As usual, which says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man. I said, take care. That's what they need to do. Saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace. The disgrace is all the shaming language. A lot of ladies use shaming language, but it's not getting them into a bona fide relationship. It's actually getting them out of it. And some of these dudes is dumb busting up in some of these females. Like, why would anybody get superhead pregnant how she be doing, God? You already know what she gonna do to you. Like, why? It just doesn't make sense. 7 women will take hold of one man, only wanting to be with him because people is getting tired, man. Guys get wiser with age. Those games that they fell victim to, maybe in their younger years or maybe in their older years, when people start to switch up on them, start divorcing them, start leaving them, start doing all this stuff, they learn their lesson. But I want to talk to you about conduct around women. How to conduct yourself around women. The first thing, I don't care how you look, man. Do not listen to people telling you that it matters how you look. It only matters how you look if you make it matter how you look. I've seen dudes that look like critters, rodents, all forms of wildlife get good women. Get good women, get good looking women. It's about, first and foremost, your confidence. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. And let me ask you something. Of course, a person who, let's look at some of the factors, may have not been raised with their dad in the house, or their dad was in the house, but he was so passive that he didn't even have that type of effect on you. Of course, these people are going to try to get you to believe that it's more so about status. Status is important. It is. But if you got status but don't got confidence, you still gonna come up a little short. I remember in the 90s, I didn't even know how to drive for a while because so many people was picking me up. My friends were picking me up. The women I was dealing with was picking me up. They all had cars, practically all of them. So I didn't know how to drive. I had to take the time out, and I had a car. And I drove when I needed to, but it wasn't the best. So when you conducting, the number one thing, you dealing with these women, no matter how good they look or how good they appear to act, your first thing that should be oozing from you is confidence. Now, some of y'all need to build that up. You need to talk to yourself a little more. Who told you talking to yourself is bad? That's how you build your inner man house. That's why the Bible says, casting down imagination and everything that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. If God will accept you, then you shouldn't take nobody else who doesn't accept you serious. That is one of the pillars of escaping the matrix. So let me say it again. If the Most High God that created everything, even the breath that we consume and live by is from him, accept you, then anybody who doesn't accept you should not be taken serious. Now, you want to respect everybody, but this should be like part of your confidence in knowing that this God that created the heavens and the earth said that men shall have rule over women. Now, you know you're a man based on your gender. What you were at birth, that's what you are. Now, you can choose to change it, and dude, let's be honest. It's this out here acting more feminine than actual women. And that's sad, but it's true. So, let me go back here for a second. Let me go back here. Traffic jam. So, the first thing is confidence. Like, how can you let, like some women, we all been called ugly by somebody. If you ain't been called ugly before in your life, then I know you have self-esteem issue. I know for a fact, because a lot of the people and most of the people with strong and high self-esteem been rejected, been ridiculed, been called all types of names, you name it. And they build confidence because they don't believe them. Like, you can't tell me I'm ugly. You could tell me you don't like this about me, that about me. But if you tell me I'm ugly, I'm not going to believe you. I'm going to look at you like, what's his angle? Is he a rainbow guy? Is he trying to break me down, bring me down? Because confidence is key. When you at work, you walking past women, this, that, and the other, you should know in your mind that and then next thing, be a valuable person, be a good person, live right in people's presence and when you're alone. Do the right things, because that'll help your confidence too. Do the right things, because people who do the wrong things are normally, these are the ones that's haters. These are the ones that try to slander you if people give you any credit, because they ain't doing right. So confidence, do right. Confidence, do right. Then when you get around women, just know that it will be a pleasure for them to have a guy like you. That's how you should be living. That's how you should be thinking. You should be like, it's a pleasure for them to have you. So when they get to turning you down and you see the people that they accept, I mean, you don't want to laugh at people per se, but sometimes I'll be like, wow. Like, wow. I know this one girl in particular, I remember when I was younger, I tried to talk to her. We used to always ride the bus together. Like, we was getting on the same bus because we was going in the same direction to our jobs. This was before I was driving and stuff. And I was 22. When I couldn't get a ride and stuff, I caught the bus. Or 21. Maybe even 20. I was young. She always was turning me down. After a while, I was like, man. Then I started seeing the dudes she was dealing with. And now, like, I look back, this person has maybe 3-4 kids and not married. I guarantee you ain't none of those dudes nowhere near the man that I am. Now, if you want to see, like some people, they try to focus on your bad side. They'll poke and pick. And then when they see you putting them in their place, now they want to judge you by that. Some people need to get put in their place, which is the next thing. Don't be arguing with women over everything. We got to learn that, because they'll suck you in. When you argue with women over everything, you saying you need them. No man needs women. You say, well, what about the guys that's sick? What about them? They could get taken care of by men or women. But anyway, we'll talk more about this later. Because I pretty much covered the most important things. Confidence. Living your life the right way. Don't argue with these women. You can get another job. Never fear them firing you. Never fear them leaving you. Never fear any severing that a woman could do. In your mind, this is the way you want to think. They leave, they leave. And if a woman threatens to leave you, take it serious. Take it serious. If she says it more than once, now you direct her path and leave it. And if you got kids, figure out what you're going to do with them. But don't be the guy that needs them. You need the Most High. You need health. You need money to sustain yourself. You don't need them. You really could jag off. I'm just going to be honest with you. And most men do. Most men do. All these dudes talking about how many women they got, they do it too. Because I remember I had plenty. And I still made my little, made my little sauce. Y'all know what I'm saying. I don't want to go too graphic. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not done so. See y'all tomorrow.